Hey there, Chris Keeshan welcoming you back to another issue of Teen Talk, where we will continue to explore and, shall I say, dismantle the idea that evolution is what made us from pond scum. Let's consider something that's actual, provable scientific evidence. Consider the fruit fly. This is what they look like in real life. They have straight wings, they have big red eyes, kind of a yellowish body, 6 legs like all insects do, and so on. So they're just an ordinary fruit fly. Well, we have in laboratory experiments shot them so full of radiations and exposed them to mutation causing chemicals. It kind of makes me wonder where the fruit fly activists are. Well, in any case, let's see what kind of mutations we can do to fruit flies and see if this kind of mutation is going to be helpful in the evolution of a fruit fly. So, what do we find? Well, there's still fruit flies, although many of them are mutated, and some of them are even so mutated that they just don't work very well. And those mutants that don't work very well, they are less likely to survive. Oh, but Mr. Geishan, it's the environment that chooses the best mutations to survive. Um, Excuse me, but how will a blind fruit fly be selected for? Well, in a cave that's dark, except fruit doesn't grow in caves, so there's no food source for them. So again, kind of barking up the wrong tree. And what's really interesting is if you let all the kinds of flies, all the kinds of mutated flies, mate with each other randomly, after a year or two, they all end up normal because that's what they're supposed to look like. So we don't see any kind of a change. And what's interesting is that even the evolutionists now are changing their story. And they say, well, it doesn't really change the creature into a new kind of animal, but it makes it more fit. And again, fitness is a matter of interpretation, and it doesn't really help. Have you ever seen in your biology textbook the wingless beetles? Well, because the winged beetles flew to a very windy island, and eventually the wingless flies or beetles got selected for, and so that population now has no wings. Um, but isn't evolution wrong supposed to be about gaining new structures and behaviors, not taking them away. So again, we have this very good question to end with. Where exactly is the evidence for evolution? Let's think about that and explore that. Finally, be sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends about this series. Eventually, when late winter or early spring comes along, most of your friends will be in their evolution unit in their biology classes. I think we could have some very interesting comments below when students begin asking their teachers very good questions. So that's it for this session. Remember to like and subscribe, and let's have some comments going. Bye now.